Hi y'all, we're back again, and as you might notice, all of the closures are gone. The hood, the deck lid, and all the doors are off. And today we're going to talk about a little bit about the things that we've discovered here in the last few hours. So let's start right here. Now, you guys who've been following me doing this kind of thing know that when I saw the Model 3, I really didn't have a good opinion of the welds. I didn't have a good opinion of the way that they did welding, and I didn't like the variety. There was sinusoidal laser welds, there was regular laser welds, there was circular laser welds, there was all kind. It was like ridiculous. It would look like some kinds of I don't know, some sort of a science project. But you have a look at these welds. The distancing is great. The edge is perfect. This is the kind of stuff that any car company, I don't care whether it's domestic, foreign, whatever, anybody be happy to have these kind of welds all the way around. And like I said, no laser welds. Now when they come down here, now what they're doing is they're joining some aluminum to steel. So for that, you've got to use what do you call it, self-piercing rivets. And you can see here now that they've got all the self-piercing rivets all coming from one side, which is the right way to do it. Makes it so much easier for the operators, and you get nice consistency. I'm really really impressed with that. Before we go too much further, let's look at this little patch of HIC. Okay, this head impact. So this foam right here, just a little bit, just a touch, so that you can make sure that if somebody does whack their head into this thing, it's got a little bit of cushion. So nice touch. Let's move back here a little bit. And now we're looking at, we don't exactly know what to call this piece because nobody else has one. So we're calling it the aluminum rear crush plate or bracket. So this thing here is joining the two chunks of iron that are basically holding the car together. These all fold right back down to the bumper and also to the, well, we don't know yet for sure, but I'm sure that they're going to go down and hook into the longitudinals, which is what you're going to use for crash safety. So anyway, if this thing gets crashed into, so you see it take a bump, and this is what's going to fold, not the structure of the body. So it's a good idea. It might be a little more expensive, but it's a good idea. And they've used bolts. So it's going to be easy for someone, if there is a repair needed, there's going to be easy to get in there and get the job done. And again, I know some people said, well, this is kind of low and it'll maybe crush the hatch. But you know what? At the end of the day, this is higher than what a minivan is, and I don't hear a lot of complaining about that on Chrysler's products. So here we've got a good idea. I get my flat floor. I'm happy. It's a good idea. This is good engineering, good design, taking into account that, hey, you know what? This may happen, and if I hit a pole, guess what? It's going to cost me a few bucks, but it won't cost me the whole damn car. So then we move over here, and oh, I forgot. We've got so many different kinds of HIC here, it isn't even funny. So we've got some expensive foam up here. We've got HIC over on the side here. Actually, there's so many different kinds of foam in this car that it's amazing. They're also using something that I use for defense projects a lot, and that's EPP. This is a great idea for giving you a standoff at a good price with no sacrifice in the efficiency and effectiveness of the job. This is a good deal. And then let's go over here. That cover is from the Model 3, but in this car they don't use the mounting locations. They don't use those 4 bolts. It's just so they want to have it pulled from their stock bin. So now you've got bins of parts that Tesla has created over the past. The things that look good, they've kept, and the things that they maybe don't like or whatever, they've redesigned. Now I got one last thing. We don't really know how to talk about it, but let's just have a look over here. This is the anti-lock brake system, and we don't know why, but the piping here has been changed. It looks like the same brake system, but they've changed the piping a little bit. We're not exactly sure why, but we probably think that what's going on here is they may have had an issue with something else, and they wanted to rectify that by getting involved with something new in the way of the piping. So anyway, I'm going to leave you go, and hopefully everybody is donating a little bit to their cashiers. Let's keep these guys that are keeping us safe and fed. Let's keep them happy and alive. Thanks very much. See you again.